We're going to move on. We're going to put some positive vibes out there. And these are some plays that I'm on right now as of recording on September 12th at 8:47 p.m. I'm going to give you a little bit of what I have for the NFL and a little bit of what I got for college football. So let's roll. So Thursday night football, Minnesota Vikings traveling to Lincoln Financial Field in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings getting 7 points on the road. And before y'all say, oh, well, we all know Kirk Cousins' history in primetime. Well, since he's been on the Vikings, he's 8-8 in primetime. So whatever. He's 500. But here's the thing. The Vikings, they want to get the ball to Justin Jefferson. He looked pissed last week losing to Tampa Bay. And on the other side of the football, the Eagles might be down, not just like their starting corners, but like some decent people on their defense are either questionable and or going to be ruled out on Thursday. So I think Kirk is going to be able to air the ball out and get Justin Jefferson, in the happy zone and be whatever, all copacetic down there in Minnesota. Do I think the Eagles will win this game? Probably. But I'm going to take the 7 points. I think Minnesota covers. If for some reason the point spread gets back to 7.5, I would definitely jump on it for the hook in case there's a backdoor cover. But right now with the 7, we're getting at least a push if it ends on 7. Next, we hit on it earlier. I'm taking the under 40 in the Jets-Cowboys game for everything that we laid out. But in short, both these defenses are elite. We don't really know what we're getting in the Dallas Cowboy offense. This total cratered from 45.5 to 40, but I still think this could be like a 17-7 game, 27-7. Like, it's going to be under 40. So give me the under 40 at minus 115 on DraftKings. And then, Jay, this one was puzzling for me. It's the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. The New York Giants that just got pantsed on national television are traveling across the country, playing in the 1 p.m. window against an Arizona Cardinals team that almost won the game against the Washington Commanders and, quite frankly, was headhunting their quarterback on almost every single play on the defensive side of the football. I mean, the offensive line for the Giants is atrocious. Andrew Thomas has a hamstring injury, and Neal on the other side of the line it was a human turnstile last week. Gannon, the head coach for the Arizona Cardinals, he's a defensive-minded coach. I think he's going to find ways to exploit that weakness on the defensive line. Do I think the Giants win? Sure. Do I think they're going to win by 6 points? Absolutely not. Nope. No way.
Cardinals.
Gannon is going to take Waller out of this game. Is going to make Daniel Jones beat him with somebody else. If it's not going to be Waller, he's just going to take out Saquon and say, all right, DJ, throw the ball because we saw you couldn't throw it last week against the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm taking Cardinals plus the 6. And then last one for the NFL is Cleveland. It's Monday Night Football. It's Cleveland going on the road to the field formerly known as Heinz Field. I don't know what the name is now, but they're a 2-point favorite against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking Cleveland, and I'm laying the 2 points. I mean, Kenny Pickett looked brutal in that offense last week, and I understand it was the San Francisco 49ers, but, I mean, Myles Garrett is still on the other side of the field for the Cleveland Browns, and he looked pretty friggin' good against the Cincinnati Bengals. So this offensive line was a big problem against the 49ers. Kenny Pickett looked lost, and he might have had a head injury at one point that people are floating out there with the video. But on the other side of the football, Cam Hayward is going to be out with a knee injury. And then Deontay Johnson for the Steelers is going to be out with a hamstring injury. So, I mean, Deshaun Watson, he was kind of throwing the ball in a monsoon. So, like, it was a functional enough offense, and Nick Chubb was still running all over the place. I have the Browns winning this game, rather. I'm going to lay the 2 points. And then for college football, we're going to go to the backyard brawl, Jay. We're going to go Pitt, West Virginia. I don't like either side, but I'm going to take the over in this game, over 50.5 when I got it yesterday on DraftKings. Both teams have gone over their totals in the first 2 weeks of college football play this year. And in last year's backyard brawl, they went over this total. I think they smashed it. I think it was at 50. The game ended at like 69 or whatever. So I'm going to take the over in this game. I think we're going to see a lot of points. And then the last one for college football right now is a little SEC West matchup. We're going to go LSU traveling to Starkville, Mississippi, taking on Mississippi State. Little SEC matchup here. I'm going to take Mississippi State and the 10 points. The Mississippi State, ever since Mike Leach passed, they kind of gotten away from the air raid offense. They went a little bit more pro style. They love to run the football here, and LSU is just brutal against the run. So do I think LSU can win on the road? Yeah. Do I think they're going to win by 10? Nope, absolutely not. I'm taking the 10 points.
Yeah, dude. A little bit of a weird, week in college football. There's not many like great games. Like I was looking over the slate. I'm like, oh, it's all right. Now the week afterwards, like you've got Ohio State, Notre Dame. You got Alabama, Ole Miss. You've got like Oregon, Colorado. There's so many loaded games in week 4. But this week, not a big fan.